Oh my God, we're live.
Hi guys.
Ah!
I'm here with Kat Von D on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Hi.
How are you?
How are you?
Good.
Welcome to London.
Oh, thank you for having me. This is
Are
awesome.
you enjoying it?
Yeah, I always love it when I come out here. I mean, London's always been so good to me. So yeah.
And how about your queue down at Debenhams? Have you seen?
God. Yeah, it's crazy. I got my buddy who's been, coming on the road with me and taking photos and videos. He sent me a video of the queue. It was like kind of like a stop motion video, and I put it on my Instagram. But I was like, oh my God! I was telling somebody earlier today, like, I'm the girl who throws a party and thinks that nobody's gonna show up.
Oh, no way.
So then when I see a line like that, I'm just like, oh my God, that's so amazing. Yeah.
It's so exciting for us here in the UK to have brands like this come over.
Yeah.
I mean,
finally.
It shows, finally.
Yeah.
And you have an appearance on Saturday.
Yep, a meet and greet, which I'm super excited about. I kind of like to use the excuse of launching Kat Von D Beauty in the UK as a way to meet my fans and hang out with them. So, it's going to be pretty epic.
Okay, so they need to head down to 9:30 a.m. to Debenhams.
Yeah, so basically, in order to have like a nice orderly line, we created a system where people can go to Debenhams like now and up until they close, I think tonight or something, and get their wristbands. And then once you have a wristband, you're like confirmed to get in. And we'll be giving wristbands all the way up until the day of on Saturday. But you just have to get there before noon. Like they're cutting it off at noon. So.
Oh, okay, cute.
Yeah.
Okay,
but
so you're in for meeting a lot of girls.
Oh, I can't
and
wait.
Guys.
And guys, yeah.
Amazing. So, how has this all come about? You going from being on LA Inc, obviously, to launching a makeup line?
Yeah. Well, I guess people ask me that all the time, and I always kind of get confused by the idea of transitioning into something because I've never felt like I've stopped. I'm obviously still tattooing. I always will be. I've always loved makeup, even since I was, I started using makeup when I was like 12. And so to me, I feel like they're just different forms of art. It's like painting, drawing, tattooing, makeup. It's just different mediums. So I'm definitely passionate about it, but I'm not like a professional makeup artist. So I don't know how to like apply makeup on people or, I didn't go to school for it, and I have like a pretty deep respect for artistry, so I wouldn't flatter myself in that, but a lot of people think I am, and I'm like, oh no, you do not want me to do your eyebrows. Like, but yeah.
Yeah, I think understanding light and shade and things like that comes from the tattoo side of things, and it's probably quite similar for the makeup artists. Yeah,
well, I mean, I think like usage of shade and light, obviously, like especially now with everybody into contouring and stuff, makes a lot of sense. I know like when I was doing, whenever I do any drawings or tattoos or portraits, it's, I just kind of use the same similar techniques to like, achieve a certain goal. If you want to highlight something and make it come forward versus doing the opposite.
The illusion of it,
Yeah.
Amazing. And so, do you want to talk to us a little bit about your line being cruelty-free, and also the difference between cruelty-free and vegan? I know there's recently become a vegan line.
Yeah.
For guys that maybe don't know about that.
Yeah, of course. So I think, so technically, like, when you say a makeup line is cruelty-free, that means that you don't test on animals. So, it's a makeup line that refuses to do laboratory tests, which are completely unnecessary anyway. And sadly, there are a lot of companies that would rather, take the money and continue to test because of countries like China that have mandatory laws that require makeup brands to test on animals in order to sell in China. So, therefore, you'll never see Kat Von D Beauty in China because until they change that law, and then I will gladly celebrate. But until then, I would rather just not get paid, and
so it's such a huge market, and they'll go into that market, and then those brands are testing on animals.
Totally, and so. That explains 100% cruelty-free. But to me, I am a vegan, and when I first became a vegan, I thought it was really all about what you ate. I thought it was like, okay, you just cut out meat and dairy or whatever, and you're vegan. But there's such a bigger picture to it. I mean, I didn't really connect the dots, funny enough, until like a year or so after I was vegan that I was wearing leather. I'm like, oh my God, like, why would I not eat it but then wear it? Like, that doesn't make sense, And so you kind of start seeing the world in a different way, and so when it comes to makeup, it's the same thing, like a lot of people don't know that there are ingredients that are animal-based. So, because I remember thinking like, wow, why does this lipstick say that it's vegan? Like, I'm not going to eat it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree,
but it's not, it's obviously just animal-based ingredients that are removed. So that it can be anywhere from like lanolin to beeswax, but for my line, when I first started and we weren't vegan, you know, we had carmine, which is it's like a pigment that's been used for ages in dyes, not just in makeup, that create certain shimmers and certain shades. So some reds, some purple hues. A lot of it's like in pressed powders, and it's made from like crushed beetle wings. So, you know, I didn't know that. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been putting like, you know, like bug guts on my lips this whole time. But so yeah, so I gladly took a stance and you know, and took the time and effort and poured money into reformulating anything that had any traces of that. So far, you know, with the exception of a few shades that we're just, you know, basically filtering it out because I don't believe we should throw it away. I think that's wasteful too. Once that sells through, you know, I can finally claim 100% vegan. So.
Yeah, and I don't feel like it's I mean, the products are so bold, they're so high pigment. It just
I mean, we live in an age where technology affords us to be able to create a lot of things without having to harm animals or the environment. So yeah, so for the time being, like, if you go to katbondibeauty.com, like for the hardcore vegans out there, you can you'll find like a little tab that says vegan alert, and it gives you like everything that's already been 100% formulated, which is about 90% of the brand anyway. So.
And do you find your customers really respond to that?
Well, I think obviously my vegan customers do. They're a lot like me, where that stuff really counts. I think the cruelty-free thing is kind of speaks across the board to a lot of people, whether you're vegan or not. You know, it's like. It's something that resonates with people, and I love the fact that people are conscious about it. You know, like 5 years ago, not a lot of people even knew what the word vegan was, or the fact that, you know, animals were being tested for the sake of our lipstick. It's just not worth it. So, yeah, so it's pretty cool. I'm glad you asked about that.
Yeah, and talking about your fans and your customers online and things like that, I almost feel like your brand has really become so much stronger through online, through Instagram, through YouTube tutorials, things like that. How do you feel like that whole side of the way beauty is going has helped your brand grow?
Well, I mean, I think it's cool. Social media has really changed the game on everything. You know, in the past, I remember having to do a lot of interviews with like magazines and things like that, which, I mean, they're cool, but, you know, you're kind of talking to people that you may not relate to, and I think those interviews are always different than when it's somebody that, like, it's just, you know, a reflection of, you know, what you stand for as well. And I feel like social media is really about the people, you know? So instead of, like, trying to, like, you know, I guess show off and try to, like, gain respect from, like, the Vogues of the world, like, I'd rather actually gain, like, the respect and camaraderie of you know, like-minded people, and because again, I'm not like a pro or anything. It's not like I don't want to tell people how to do their makeup. If anything, I'm learning from them most of the time. I mean, my phone is like filled with nothing but like cat photos and like screenshots of everybody, like from Instagram, just for inspiration. So I think that's like so rad, and there's like so many people that are like making jobs out of it. You know, I mean, like legit careers, and I think that's cool. Like. We basically
from their bedrooms.
Yeah, we have no excuse for not like pursuing our dreams. You know, I mean, you can do it if you have a phone. You can do it, so it's pretty cool.
And it's nice they have a voice as well. I feel like when it was in a magazine, then the reader didn't have a voice.
Sure.
Whereas now we can like listen to those people and hear about what they think of it and react to it.
Most definitely.
Cool. Well, do you want to show me some of your favourites from the range?
Sure. It's going to be hard because I love everything. I mean, I literally use all my makeup all the time.
Yeah, so you're so involved with manufacturing it and all of that stuff, aren't you?
Okay, well, I'll show you the lipstick shade that I'm wearing right now.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's from the Studded Kiss collection, which, let's see if I can put it to the camera where they can see it.
Well. This one's my favourite.
Oh wait, there's not that much light. You can kind of see it there. But it's one of my favorite reds. This is Adora Red. Well, first and foremost, have you smelled these yet? It's creme brulee.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it smells like sweets.
Yeah.
Amazing. Is that on my nose now?
No. I would tell you. No, but this is one of my favorite reds. I think like as far as like its tone, it really like universally looks good on every skin tone. But what I love about it the most, and I know you guys are probably not going to see it that great because it can't get too close up, but it looks like a Christmas present. It's got like a metallic finish. But yeah, it's just one of my favorite. This is
why I chose this black, is because I think actually black would be like, you can't wear black lipstick.
Oh, no way.
And actually, the metallic in it makes it really, really wearable.
Yeah, that one's Nyan. That one is inspired by actually a girl on Instagram that I've like followed forever, and she's just such an amazing like makeup chameleon, and just you know, her ability to.
I was going to ask you about people that you like to watch. So you've got some favorites?
Yeah, for sure. Well, so Nayeon is one of them, and I mean, I feel like most people that follow me follow her already anyway.
Yeah.
So you guys already know.
I'll have to follow her.
Oh, she's a badass. Oh my god, I love her. And then like I love. Man, I should grab my phone. Just Call Me Tara is one of the other ones I love following, and we've actually become friends. I feel like I honestly become friends with a lot of people on Instagram.
And then you get obsessed with them because you end up watching them doing their makeup every day. I do that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So I think it's great. Why? Who do you like to follow?
I love Nikki Tutorials.
Oh yeah, I know. She's such a sweetheart.
How good is she?
Yeah,
and she
she's
was
so
just over
beautiful.
here too. Yeah,
oh, did you get to hang
she's
out?
So amazing. No, I didn't get to meet her. I'm devastated.
Oh, you have to. I love her because we're both super tall, so it's like, oh, cool. We can like talk and we don't have to hunch over as much.
Yeah,
which is
she's
nice.
really tall.
Yeah.
I like Makeup Shayla. I just did some work with her.
Oh yeah, she's super sweetheart.
She was really cute, and I always love her makeup, and she's really funny.
Oh, cool.
And I think what's really nice is they're like wicked makeup artists, and then you just do get just so into them, and they're really funny, and watching them and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I love that. That's so cool.
Okay, so on that note, I've got some questions from some fans on Twitter for you.
Are they good?
Yeah, I've just picked some out.
Okay.
They've been tweeting me for the past couple of days. Okay, so this is from @OhioGooniesGirl.
Okay.
She's called Annette. She says, how many tattoos do you have in total?
Oh my god, I lost count so long ago. I feel like they've all turned into one giant one, but to give people perspective, I mean, I've been tattooed by over 30 different tattooers all around the world, so that's a lot, I guess.
So you don't have a favourite and they do everything, you go to different people?
Well, I mean, there's so many great artists that, you know, for me, I am a collector, so, you know, there's certain people on my list of, you know, people I'd love to, you know, have a tattoo from. So I've been lucky enough to check off a few of those. All the guys in my shop are awesome, and I get tattooed by them a lot too, so yeah.
Amazing. Okay, this is from @FloorToledo. Is there any chance that your makeup will come to Latin America?
Yes, for sure. I mean, right now it's available. Well, because Sephora is already in Latin America, so I'm like, have you been to Sephora yet?
Yeah. Well, we don't have Sephora here, though.
I know. It's so
crazy.
sad. Why?
There's been like a rumor online we're getting it, but
I hope so.
I've travelled in America a lot, and we would just like die to get to Sephora.
I mean, it's like the best place to go makeup shopping. So they have Sephora in Latin America. So we're currently available in all of Mexico and South America. We had a really soft launch, and so I think we're in the middle of like trying to plan out a relaunch. So, and I think that will cover Brazil, I think Chile, and hopefully Argentina, because that's like kind of like the motherland for me. That's where my parents are from.
Oh no way!
So, yeah.
Yeah, they seem really fanatical about you. I got a lot of
cool.
tweets asking the same question.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be cool.
Latinas.
Okay, this is from @LouTheCraft. What's the one makeup trend you absolutely love?
I don't know much about trends. I kind of stay in the dark when it comes to that stuff. What's trendy right now? I mean.
Okay, so if we would say that contouring's been the biggest trend ever.
I don't feel like that's a trend because that's such a thing that's like...
It's now just how you do your makeup.
Yeah, and also it's been around for a really long time, even prior to it kind of blowing up, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like it's part of... Yeah, it's not like... it doesn't phase out, you know? I mean, I wear... My Shade and Light. Have you tried the Shade and Light contour palette yet?
Yeah, I've got that.
Oh, it's my favorite. Yeah, yeah. I use it every day. I don't even use blush. I just like to just fade that out nicely. But like when you're on your everyday look. But yeah. So wait, what other trends are there? I want to know.
Well, I would say eyebrows has been such a huge trend, and they're so important.
In which
at the
way?
moment. Well, the whole Instagram eyebrow and getting that right, and the different ways, and how you can just sit and watch people for hours doing it. Matte lips, obviously, has been such a huge trend.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to go the other way now with gloss or something like that.
I remember when I first launched my line 9 years ago, like, I remember there was a headline that Sephora had, like, in their catalogs that said, lipstick is back. And I'm like, when did it go away? Like, lipstick is classic. But it's true, like, kind of goes in waves. I feel like in the summer people want to wear lip gloss. I've always hated lip gloss because I have long hair and, like, it just always...
It sticks.
Dude, it gets all over the fucking place. I'm just like, I can't... And then color, like, to add color to lip gloss, it just sounds like a nightmare. So I'm a matte girl all the way.
So do you not have any lip glosses?
No, I just... No.
Do you feel that kind of happens with your line, like what you love ends up kind of being in there?
Well, for sure. I mean, I don't want to do anything that I don't like 100% believe in. I think I think when it comes to like the 3 pillars that make Kat Von D beauty, it's like high pigmented, you know, long wear, you know, obviously the versatile like color range, but I'm a fan of long wear, and I just think there's certain things that you just can't make long wear, like gloss.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, this is from Rapunzel Harry. Which one is larger, your shoe collection or your makeup collection?
Well, it used to be my shoe collection, but then like was it a year or 2 ago? I actually gave away like hundreds of pairs of shoes.
No way.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not like a shoe crazy, like, oh my God, I love shoes. Like, I mean, I do love shoes, but to me, I would collect them as a serious collector, especially like sculptural heels or just, you know, some shoes I would collect like, you know, from the 1800s that weren't even my right size. But just because
And did you give them away?
Well, I've kept like the most, like, you know, my most prized ones. But one day I just was like, I'm going to share this with everybody, and like other people should enjoy these shoes and walk in them. And so I like posted a picture of a montage of them, and I was like, if you're a size 8, go down to my shop right now and pick up a pair. And everybody came, and they were gone in like 15 minutes.
No way.
Yeah, but it was really cool.
Missed that.
And like people were posting pictures of them holding up the shoes. Like one girl had like these like Dior like satin like platforms, and she's like, it's my first pair of high heels. I'm like, dude, that rules. Like, I remember I had to wait. Yeah, I had to wait so long to get like a nice pair of expensive, you know, shoes. Like I saved my money for months, you know, when I first started getting into it. So yeah.
Earlier on, Kat was telling me these are her traveling shoes, which would be like my biggest going out shoes ever.
They're just so easy to take off and on for the airport security.
I'm really comfortable. Amazing. Okay, so this is from Rapunzel Harry as well.
Okay.
If you could use only 3 of your products to do your whole face, what would you use?
Tattoo liner for my eyeliner, because I just can't. I've tried so hard to live without a cat eye eyeliner. I just can't do it.
I've heard that's your like holy grail product.
I don't know why I love it. And I mean, I could use that like to fill in my eyebrows if I need to, whatever. I'd say red lipstick. I mean, there's too many great reds that I love to pick one. And then third, I guess I would say my Shade and Light eye contour palette. Have you tried it before?
Yeah, the eye one, yes.
Yeah.
And that has a couple of kind of sculpting bigger ones in as well. So it's quite a good palette for your handbag.
Yeah, and it's good for kits too, because what I love about it is that it's like, you know, you just cover like all like spectrums. You know, you have like these quads of cool, neutral, warm, and you're able to, you know, do so much with it. So
and these larger ones are good for face as well.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
So you can get your eyes and face in the same one, and it's so nice. There's just no shimmer in it,
it's all
and it's
100% matte.
you just know there's no shimmer in that. It's perfect.
So
it's my
I think,
favorite.
I mean, I have a hard time not using this palette. So yeah, I guess that's
so this
number
red
3.
lipstick and your tattoo, and that's you kind of got your whole face on,
nice.
kind of.
Yeah.
okay.
Wait, what are your top 3 favorite things of all time?
Okay, so I need mascara.
Yeah.
You
already
red
have
lip.
long lashes.
Red lip.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do that thing where I get my lashes done and they tell me not to put mascara on. I can't do that.
Oh no,
I still need the mascara.
I wear mascara on top of false lashes every time.
Yeah. And they're like, if you put mascara on these, I'm like, no.
Okay, so you got mascara.
Mascara, bronzer, and red lipstick.
Oh, cool. What's your favorite bronzer?
My favourite bronzer at the moment is a Charlotte Tilbury one.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, that's an English company, right?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, she made a really great mascara. I saw on a YouTube, like Wayne Goss did a cool tutorial with it. I was like, oh man, that looks so epic. I gotta try it.
It's nice. You check it out. I don't know if they're in America yet. Actually.
No, they're not. That's why I was like, oh, I should do some like local, you know, shopping.
Some local shopping for some UK brands. So there's some cool stuff.
Can I ask you a question about UK trends? Is bronzing really huge here?
Yeah, so we do have quite a big tan obsession. I don't know if it's our weather, but everyone likes to kind of look nice and sort of sun-kissed as much as possible.
Am I like a rebel?
So bronzers are really big. The matte lip things come down here, huge. London's quite cool. You get some really cool trends in London. Everyone's kind of dyeing their hair crazy colours at the moment, which is quite cool.
I love your hair. That's awesome. I always wish I could get my hair that light, but my hair is like naturally dark, so it's, you know, just...
Yeah, babe, it'll just break off.
Yeah. Totally. But this looks good. Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Okay, so this is from @GabbyForever. What is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear? I'm not scared of too many things on this planet. I think... my biggest fear is that I'll die before I'm able to do all the things that I want to do in life. Yeah.
And what's your proudest achievement?
Oh my God.
That big queue at Debenhams quite good.
Well, I mean, that's That's cool, but I think right before we came on, I was like hanging out with my dad, and he told me that he was proud of me, which I think is like awesome, and so that makes me. That's the most proudest I could ever get, really.
I met Dad one day.
He's the best.
I want a selfie.
You have to. He's so excited. You know, he hasn't been here since. Well, I'm not going to give away his age, but he hasn't been here since he was a kid, a teenager. So.
Oh, no way. So this is quite nice to trip him.
Yeah, we were road tripping it, yeah. I told him he has to come with me to the meet and greet, and he has to take pictures if people ask for it, so yeah. Okay, we have a question coming up here. Are these coming from...
This is from Carol Wong.
Yeah.
Would you ever consider opening a tattoo shop in London?
Matt, so these are questions from Facebook. Thank you, Carol Wong. As much as it would sound nice to open up a shop out here, I'm like running a shop, just one shop alone, is so much work, and I think that I could only concentrate on one. And I love High Voltage. If any of you have ever come by the shop, you know how awesome it is, and like my crew is so cool, and they're just like the sweetest tattoo family. So I'm kind of just happy with that. But it's not to say I might not come out here one day and do a guest spot, but I don't know.
Has anyone ever tattooed you over here?
In London, I'm trying to think of if I've ever gotten tattooed here. I don't think so. No, I don't think I have.
Okay, so lots of viewers...
Wait, can I ask you, who did this tattoo? I love that. The Sacred Heart?
So there's a place called Shangri-La in Shoreditch, and he does most of mine.
I love it. That's some
he's
gangster
really
shit.
good, yeah. And some guy came up to me in a bar once and was like, it looks like some kind of jellyfish, and I was like... No, it doesn't. It's really cool.
No, not at all. Clearly, they don't know what a Sacred Heart looks like.
Thanks, you verified it for me.
Yeah, of course. No, I love it. And then, like, your roses are awesome. I have, like, similar roses on this arm. We're almost like twins.
She's done these with, like, no outline.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I love the softness.
Yeah, same.
That's so cool.
It's the same tattoo shop, actually. There's some cool tattooers done.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's tons of great tattooers everywhere now. It's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got lots of people saying hi from Tunisia, Sweden, Brazil, Kentucky, Belgium, Malaga, South Africa, Germany, Poland, and Hungary.
Woohoo!
Hi!
Hey! That's awesome.
How exciting. Okay, can you tell us, this is from @Lecker, how do you create the perfect feline flick in one attempt?
Oh my god, well, you'd have to watch the YouTube tutorials for it. I mean, I could explain it to you, but it's just so much easier when you see like the step-by-step. But I filmed like a tutorial for like how to do a cat eye, like basic for beginners 101 a long time ago, but I think I probably should maybe do an updated version of it, you know? like I've been lagging on my YouTube game, like, you know, I just get so busy, but yeah.
I'll tell you what's a nice tip. What I do sometimes is if you use like a neutral eyeshadow with a liner brush and mark it out before you start and kind of get it symmetrical before you go in there with the tattoo liner.
That's so
that can
smart.
kind of go wrong.
That's genius.
And it kind of gets you right, and then you can go in with the black.
Yeah.
And there's not too many tears.
I don't know why I didn't even think of that before.
That's what I was doing.
That's awesome. I love it.
That kind of works with the cut crease and stuff as well. You
Yeah.
can kind of get it right before you start.
Nice.
Okay, what are we up to? Oh yeah, okay. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about your Too Faced collab.
Oh yeah, yay!
Your Better Together campaign.
So excited.
I just think that that's such a nice move.
Yeah.
You know, brands inspiring each other rather than competing.
Sure.
Was that your intention? How did it come about?
Yeah. You know, when I first. I remember, like, shortly after we launched Kat Von D Beauty, I had to go to one of the Sephora conference. Like, they have these conferences that are pretty big, and all the brands, not all the brands, but like a select few brands are selected to be there. And I remember being like super intimidated. I was like, man, like, you know, not only was I like a huge fan of most of the brands that were already there, but like I had never met them, and I've always felt like, oh, I'm like, you know, Little Fish and Big Water or whatever. And sadly, I hate to say it, but like a lot of brands were total dickheads.
No
and
way.
and I just remember being like soul crushing. You know, I'm like, oh my god, I used to be such a fan, and that's a bummer. But I was walking down this hallway, and I see this blonde guy who was just like, hey, Kat, and he's just like so amazing. He came up to me and was like, I'm just so happy that you're here. The makeup world needs you. And I was like, oh, thanks. That's so sweet. And he's like, I'm Jared from Too Faced. And I was like, no way. I was like, and I got my purse and I pulled out the candelabra compact that I had. I was like, dude, I'm your biggest fan too. And we've just been friends since, like, you know, just being each other's cheerleader from afar. And I think too, like, you know, their stance on being cruelty-free is really huge for them. So, like, I mean, Jared is such a huge advocate for, I mean, if you follow Too Faced, you'll see, like, for adoption and all that stuff. So so I just felt like it was just a perfect time. And in all honesty, I wish I could take credit for that idea, but it was Jared's idea to do to do something together. And I remember the minute he came over to my house and pitched it, I was like, dude, let's do this. Like, no brand has ever done that, and I think it would be good to. It's not to say, hey, we're better than everybody. It's to say, like, hey, like, lead by example, and like maybe give each other high fives instead of like, you know, being so competitive about it. Because like, at the end of the day, I think if you're doing your job and you're doing a great job, like, you shouldn't be worried about what other people are doing, you know?
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be available over here in February.
I made sure of that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, amazing. Do you have like a fave tip to pull off some of the crazy colours that are quite bold for people who don't wear bold makeup and things like that from your range?
Well, I mean, I definitely think that primer is so underrated, and I think it's something because, you know, when you look on Instagram, it's not something you can see, but I mean, I've always been a huge fan of eyeshadow primer, and I think that that's like, I've gotten like the best payoff on any shade, even if you don't use my eyeshadow, you know, and also like the duration of it, and then obviously the lack of fallout. And so
you have your own primer?
Yeah, I actually have two. I'm kind of more, like, I favor my original formula, the high voltage primer, but we're phasing that one out because I'm working on a new formula. So if you guys love that, you should probably get it while you can. But the new primer that we have, it's really great for if you have oily skin, especially, I mean, for girls that know what it's like to have to put eyeshadow on and you have like naturally oily lids. It's really hard to blend and for it to stay that way. But I personally don't have that much oily skin, so I don't use it as much as I use the first one.
Yeah, I would need the oily one.
Yeah, oh, you would love it. I'll hook you up, girl.
Thanks. Okay, one more thing as well. I just wanted to ask you
Oh my God, they're telling us that it's time to start wrapping up in 2 minutes. Oh no!
Okay, just quickly on this question, because I think it's so important and so relevant to your fans.
Okay.
Do you have any advice for trolling, people who get trolled and things like that?
God,
People who put things out, they might not get positive comments, it might give them bad confidence, things like that.
Oh my God, I seriously could spend an hour talking about this. I think that there's so many really great things about social media. You know, obviously all the things we talked about, like being inspired. But for some reason, and I don't know if it's, I think it happens here just as much as it does in the States, but there's a sense of entitlement. I think it's, people use this excuse, they say like, you know, it's like a free country, like, you know.
Yeah, freedom of speech.
Yeah, and it's sure, it's a free country, but I think.
Be nice.
But just because you can doesn't mean you should. And also, like, it's about practicing kindness. Like, as a tattoo artist, you have no idea how many people come up to me and show me their tattoos on a daily. And it's like, honestly, a lot of them are not very well done, but the person's so happy with it.
Say that, yeah.
And it's not that I'm going to lie to them and tell them that it's great, you know, but I think that, like, it's okay just to keep, like, you know, like, if I were to walk around and tell everybody what I thought all the time, I'd just be, like, the biggest asshole ever, you know? And I think that just coming from such a judgmental place, I would rather just come from a more, like, you know, obviously find the goodness in things. If you can't, just move the fuck on. There's so many things on Instagram you can scroll through. Like, I don't understand that need. So for me, I just think it's good to practice compassion. If you're getting trolled, like, which I get trolled on a daily too, if I see it, I just delete it because I think that, like, negativity fuels negativity. But other than that, I just I don't know. Like, I look at my dad, I look at my close friends, like the few friends I do have, and it just, like, that's enough for me. And if the whole world, like, doesn't like me, well, so be it. Like, it's fine. At the end of the day, like, that's not what's important.
Yeah, I delete stuff too.
Yeah,
I just think delete it and it's gone.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, I really want to thank you.
No, I want to give you a hug.
Fans, because it's so exciting for you to come here and do this.
Dude.
And obviously everybody down at Debenhams is going crazy right now.
Oh man, thank
and
you.
also to follow Kat Von D Beauty on Snapchat, and it's showing you everything that's going on down at Debenhams and all about her appearance and all
You're
the
so good at
stuff.
this.
I
cannot wait to meet all of you guys, and I just want to say thank you to you.
Thank
seriously.
you for having me.
I loved hanging out with you, even
too.
with my dad and all that stuff. So cool. Bye, guys.
Bye.